Hi, welcome back. I'm Nikki at Art to Silkscreen and you're watching step 7 of the screen printing process, cleaning the ink off the screen. So today we used Plastisol ink to print our image, so we're going to be using a screen wash to remove the ink off the screen. It is an organic screen wash that we're using today. You do get a couple of different, there are various types of screen washes. This one is organic. You could also use a high strength screen wash that's got quite a strong odour but is really tough and really quick to use. But we're using an organic one which has got quite a nice citrusy odour to it. So if you're working in an area that's not got very good ventilation, the citrus organic screen wash is probably the best one for you. So firstly, we need to remove any excess Plastisol ink that we have left on our screen. So you can use a palette knife for this. You'll probably see a lot of people use small sort of plastic cards where they like to scrape the ink off. It's all down to personal preference, but I always use a spatula. So you will start by just scraping as much of the ink off the screen as you can. As you can see, I'm also wearing gloves today because if Plastisol ink does get on your hands, it will wash off with hot soapy water or a little bit of screen wash, but if you've got quite sensitive skin, then as with any products, any cleaning products, you would probably be best off wearing some gloves. Okay, then lift your squeegee and you can actually scrape off as much of the ink as you can off of the squeegee blade. Back into the tub. As you can see, I've placed or positioned the screen in between the two printing boards so that you reduce the amount of ink that ends up on the printing board from the image. Okay. So now we have most of the excess ink scraped back into the original bucket, so you can reuse that ink. You don't want to waste a lot of perfectly good ink. We take a clean cloth. Now we use just a little offcuts or rags, cotton rags, that preferably white, so that when you do use screen washes on them, they won't make any sort of dyes in coloured rags run back onto the screen. So we use a white cloth. Open your screen wash and just soak the cloth in the screen wash. This is where you'll use plenty of the screen wash in the cleaning down process. It doesn't really matter where you start, to be honest, but what you're doing is you're just breaking down the plasticizer that's actually in the Plastisol ink itself with the screen wash, so you will need to use plenty of it. Try and reuse the same cloth by folding it over every now and then, so you can minimise the amount of rags that you end up using. Okay. And then clean the squeegee blade exactly the same way. Okay, so this cloth here has got so much ink on it, we're just going to get rid of this one now. Just take a new cloth, soak it one more time, and this will just get rid of any last little bits that may be left on the screen. And we'll just make sure that that image area is completely clean. So if you did want to use another coloured ink on the screen, you're not going to see the previous one when you're printing. And there you go. Your screen is now completely clean, so it's as simple as that. Your screen is now ready for the next stage of the screen printing process. So thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.